Traditionally, fisheries management has relied on stock assessments, which are scientific models that estimate the amount of fish in a stock, the stock productivity, and whether overfishing is occurring. Based on this information, managers often negotiate fishing regulations, such as catch or effort limits, for the next year or two, and then the process repeats. Unfortunately, this approach hasn't always been successful. The percentage of stocks fished at sustainable levels dropped from 90% in 1974 to just 62% in 2021. Why? Uncertainty from stock assessments and unclear management objectives can lead to politically driven decisions prioritizing short-term catches over long-term sustainability. In response to these challenges, the focus is shifting towards a modernized, transparent approach, management procedures, or MPs. Unlike traditional methods, MPs focus on achieving objectives consistently over the long term by agreeing upfront rules for setting fishing limits based on stock status. So, how does this new method compare to traditional management? Let's take a side-by-side look. In traditional management, stock assessments provide advice based on the best interpretation of available data, and managers then consider this advice to negotiate fishing limits. With MPs, advice is based on a pre-agreed rule, a harvest control rule, designed to meet management objectives while being robust to uncertainties. Traditional stock assessments can't always predict how well management measures will perform. In contrast, MPs are rigorously tested through numerous simulations called Management Strategy Evaluation, or MSE, giving managers greater confidence in the likely success of the management system. When it comes to results, stock assessments typically focus on whether or not a stock is overfished or if overfishing is occurring, with future projections assuming constant fishing levels. MPs, however, provide more dynamic management, considering various fishery and socioeconomic performance indicators and adjusting fishing levels in response to fluctuations in stock status. Another key difference is how closely scientific advice is followed. In traditional management, managers can choose to deviate from the advice for various reasons. However, with fully implemented MPs, the processes for generating advice and setting fishing limits is pre-agreed and automatically applied, ensuring a more predictable and transparent approach, like knowing the rules of a game before playing. The inputs and methods used in traditional stock assessments can change with each assessment, leading to unpredictable variability. MPs, on the other hand, use pre-agreed data and analysis methods, ensuring greater stability and reliability. Uncertainty is also better incorporated with MPs. While stock assessments typically investigate uncertainty through an ensemble of assumptions and so-called sensitivity analyses, MP development considers a broader range of uncertainty to find an MP that works well across the potential future scenarios. Stakeholder involvement is minimal in traditional management, where scientists develop assessments and stakeholders can only react to the outcomes. MPs take a different approach, involving stakeholders at every stage, from developing objectives to designing and adopting the MP. Traditional management typically sets limits for only 1 to 3 years ahead, and while MPs also set fishing limits on 1 to 3 year increments, the approach to setting limits is agreed to meet objectives over the long term. In unexpected situations, traditional management might require another stock assessment or peer review, whereas MPs have exceptional circumstances protocols to trigger a timely response. For example, if there's a sudden stock decline due to an environmental event, the Exceptional Circumstances Protocol can trigger a review of the situation, which may lead to more stringent fishing limits or changes to the MP itself. The bottom line: MPs outperform traditional stock assessment-based management in almost every aspect considered here. Despite the higher initial investment, MP development allows managers to confidently select an MP that streamlines decision-making and achieves objectives consistently over the long term. MPs provide a straightforward blueprint for regulating fishing opportunities, ensuring productive and sustainable fisheries while freeing up time and resources for other management priorities.